I'm just gonna pop on the Discord real quick and update everybody that the stream is live. Just wanted to do an update. I'm gonna start doing these. I think I was trying to do trading view streams every day, but I believe like every other day is gonna be more consistent for me. So we're gonna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday around lunchtime, maybe like 1 p.m. Discord real quick and update everybody. Just mute myself on the playback. Made a stream on Indices yesterday. It went up on YouTube, Facebook, everything except for TradingView. And I said this key level on the QQQ was to look out for. 786. I just posted a short entry in Discord, and we bought puts, right? 375 puts that expire on the 27th. So it's got 7 days to play out, basically next Wednesday. And the idea is we're going to see some kind of pullback here. It just gives us some short exposure to hedge for possible downside, right? We have earnings coming up. I don't want to quite short individual stocks, but the QQQ found resistance. The S&P is still flying, and I don't know like how. It's above my stop. I stopped out my last short. It took it out, and I'm not quite sure where it's headed. But I mean, we should see a pullback. Could see a pullback. Let me see if there's extension levels there. And yeah, so we are seeing resistance here on the S&P too, right? 452 is potentially, it's the 1.414, right? So we could see some of these gaps fill. We have a gap here and we have a gap here. And that would be a good move on option, something short term until we get further direction. I don't think we're quite out of the chop on indices. Apple is a stock that I wanted to short today, but instead I shorted the QQQ just because earnings are coming up. It is at a bearish 61.8. I mean, my alert from last stream was at 150, and we're still sub it. There's a lot of, not a lot, but quite a bit of selling. We're just seeing, we saw a wick and we saw like an equal size bearish candle. So I think we're going to see a pullback. Last couple of streams I mentioned having a Litecoin long, and it is absolutely ripping, right? LTC is absolutely ripping. We're targeting 200. That chart is still intact. We're above 200, above my target. We got in on 100x long. You can call that belligerent, but I mean, it's currently up like 1,000%, which is fantastic. Further upside targets on Litecoin. Let's go ahead and pop up the harmonics scanner, see if we're seeing anything. I'm just gonna remove all drawings. We can always rechart from scratch. And so let's pop up the scanner. I'm seeing the hourly. These almost look like a 3 white knights. So we could be seeing an explosive run coming up. Man, that's more than 3 white knights. No, not quite the same size. Maybe like on a 120. Yeah, so like on a 2 hour, if this last candle is the size of these two, then we could see a really explosive run. So if you guys got it on the long that I was talking about, a 180, last two streams, you should be doing good. So let's pop up the harmonics scanner, and I'll put that up on the indices too. We'll go back to that shortly. We're seeing a 3D. It's above the stop though, which is a bearish wolf, and that's a bearish 3 driver, a wolf wave. Maybe a 240. Give us something bigger. Yeah, there is something bigger, right? So we could see a top. Like the next target would be 277 or 227. Apologies, that would be an 886. But I'm really interested to see what happens at the larger 61.8, right? The larger 61.8 would be from this year's high to this year's low for this cyclical move. That would be 296. I mean, if we hold these longs on 100x to 296, that's going to be pretty amazing. Next up, let's do a BTC USD. Let's look at Biddy, still breaking up, right? At this point, I'm eyeing 69,000 and possibly 74, right? We got new ATH today, possibly 74.8 and 74.4, right? That would be the next confluence zone, but 69K is the next much closer target. let's go back to indices, right? And check out the harmonic scanner. I'm going to look at ES just because the futures are continuous and they tend to keep trading and running. Let's remove drawings and pop up the scanner. I'm just going to make this auto, shrink that down a bit, center it, and yeah, that is a perfect target hit on the scanner. I've been kind of looking out for that. There's a 272, right? And the scanner is signaling a top. So if this harmonic pattern plays out, right, our target one is going to be 450. So like 450 or 440 on the S&P, and see if that lines up. And we're not quite seeing the same formation here just because it's not as continuous as a chart, right? And that's why I like charting these futures charts, because they give us a clear price action. Let's look at the NQ, which is what we just shorted, and it's dumping. I literally signaled the short right before the stream, like right before I popped in, just because I saw this rejection. And yeah, you guys, anybody want me to you guys some tokens for me to show? We've not getting much participation from everyone. Is this like not a good time for everybody for me to stream? Nobody wants to look at any assets. I'm gonna look behind me, see what good tickers are popping up on my my watch list. I saw Chinese stocks are moving up, right? BABA was moving up. Let's see where that is. We do have a BABA long. I took partial profit on it today just because it's like it's running close to expiry. My expiry on BABA, I have 190s that are end of month, right? So that being said, I took profit towards the high, and I think we can get continuation, right? It needs to get up to that 195 zone based on fib retracements, unless there's a 61.8 that I'm missing here. Let's go down to the next swing low. Not quite there yet, right? So 186 is the next target on BABA. So my next TP is going to be 186 since I'm already taking light profit. So 187. TME was doing good. It's up like 2x, right, from entry. And what is going on this 4 hour? See, I don't like that. Let's just look at this close and narrow down the 1 and 0. So it's above the 61.8. That's a good sign. Did it do something similar on the previous run up? Did it get rejected to 61.8, right? So just kind of try to get a pattern going. And last time it didn't get above the 61.8. It rejected right at it, right? So that 950 rejection, right now we're actually above 848. So potentially, you know, we want to see 950 get retested, and if it's successful, go on up to 1027, 1066, and keep on pushing. What else? I have the CQQQ, right, the Chinese Tech Index, and that's still looking good. We have like leaps out. I have January's and I have March calls on this one. And the next target is, we're almost there. I'm almost in the money. I'm a few bucks out of the money on this one, and going like 76.90, right? That's the next target. You guys watching the stream, drop me a comment. Are your comments disabled or something? Super quiet. Report, embed, copy. I can't. Oh, let me check the settings. Streams, public. Yeah, you guys should be able to comment. Why are you so quiet? That's pretty much all I have on today's update, right? I was thinking markets looked toppy yesterday in terms of indices, the S&P and the QQQ, and it appears that they are topping off today. We're starting to see some kind of pullback, so my objective is to kind of remain short and see some of the gap fills. Might be a good idea to VIX, right? Buy some VXX, because if we're going to see some volatility It still hasn't really moved to like maybe 22 calls that are a week out. Something close to the money, because it could run up to like 23. Or man, the VIX is getting really crushed. 22.8. It wouldn't really run much in the money on a 22.8, but if we do see a bigger dump, then it could pop off. So I'm going to stay out of the VIX. It doesn't seem like a good risk reward ratio right now. And I think that's a wrap. I'm not getting much participation from you guys. Anyways, so kind of set your clocks and alarms Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm popping in here around lunchtime and do a quick little market update unless I see something more stringent, more critical that I need to highlight in the moment. And then we'll do that. Thank you all for tuning in. Smash that like button for me. And yeah, and check out our links. Maybe join us on Discord. And if you want to check out our indicators, the harmonic scanner, which is signaling a top on the ES right now. And we've got like 7-day free trials on them. They're on TradingView. They work well. And yeah, you can get your formations printed on your charts and your stop loss and your targets. Anyways, thank you all for